What's going on, everybody? We are live backstage at Allstate Arena for The Night We Stole Christmas. Walt from Q87.7, and I am with Gwyl and Gus from Alt J. Guys, welcome.
Thanks very much.
It's been a crazy year plus for you guys. A lot has happened. Actually, in a short amount of time the band's been together. How did you guys hook up? You hooked up in college, right?
Yeah, we met at university. We all went to university together in Leeds and just started the band, about 5 years ago.
What were you guys studying?
I was doing English literature.
I was doing fine art, as were the other two.
Fine art? Yeah. Well, English literature, what were you hoping to get into with that degree?
I think it's just basically I enjoyed reading and stuff like that, so it was more just that I wanted to do a degree and go to university more than I had an idea of what I was going to do afterwards, really.
But then you hooked up and decided to do music. How did that come about? How did you find each other?
Yeah, well, we were all just friends, weren't we, from first year? I lived with Joe. You knew Joe from your course.
Yeah, it was quite organic.
Yeah.
You know, it was just people who were friends who knew each other played instruments.
Right.
We decided to try out what that would be like together. And it worked. Yeah. We were lucky.
And now, I've seen you guys play several times, the Metro earlier this year, Lollapalooza and whatnot, and I've noticed every time you don't have cymbals on the drum kit. That's weird. It's odd.
It's pretty weird.
Why is that?
The original reason was a practical reason, in that we were just, making music and practicing in our dorm rooms, in our student rooms. So we couldn't have cymbals. We didn't have the space, and we couldn't make that much noise. You know, we had the amps like below 1,
right? Like
super quiet. Everything was very acoustic. The second reason, though, for not having them is that it gives a lot more space. And a cymbal often gives
in the music.
In the music.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. And I don't know. That allows more instruments to sort of take over.
I totally understand.
Cymbals often just sort of fill in the gaps and make everything just sound a bit sort of smudged.
Yeah, it eats up a lot of frequencies.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And so a lot of rims and stick clicks in its place. But that's awesome. I mean, it kind of defines your sound a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, an early EP, I believe your first EP had Breezeblocks and Tessellate on it. Were those some of the first songs you guys wrote as a band together?
Yeah, I suppose they kind of were. Breezeblocks was quite an early one. Not the earliest, though.
No.
Something Good was earlier. Matilda.
Really?
Yeah, they were the older ones.
Matilda was Something Good, yeah.
Yeah. And when you wrote those songs, did you think, oh, I think we've got something here?
I think we thought they were quite cool.
Yeah, I think we did.
Nothing wrong with that. So what is Breezeblocks about?
It's kind of about the breakup of a relationship, I suppose. About sort of someone who loves somebody too much to let go.
Now, Breezeblocks in this country, I guess, are cinder blocks.
Yeah.
We call them. Mm-hmm. So for a lot of people, might not know that, but interesting analogy to a cinder block to a relationship, I guess.
Mm.
And then Fitz Pleasure. What's that? Now, is that about? I've read Last Exit to Brooklyn. Or?
Yeah, it is about. Yeah,
okay.
it's about a chapter from Last Exit to Brooklyn.
It's
pretty intense. I don't know if I can go into it on radio.
Yeah.
I don't know if I think I should stay clear.
Yeah, I think you're probably wise. But if you're interested, you can search out that film or read the book for that one. Gus, you did some DJ dates in the UK recently.
Yes.
How is that something you want to get into more?
No, I don't think so. No.
Wow.
No, it is. I enjoy DJing. Yeah, but equally, it's hard work, and I think I was going to do a lot more than I did end up doing in the end after tour. I think I didn't want to sort of burn myself out by going back on tour and doing too much, stuff.
Right.
Take time off when you can get it, I think, is the key.
It's fun to let loose.
Yeah, it is fun. Yeah, I enjoy DJing after gigs, especially. That's the perfect time to do it for me. But
does some of that stuff translate into your songwriting when you're, working on textural stuff and keyboards and sounds and stuff like that?
I'm not really sure.
Gus DJs on an iPad.
Oh,
yeah, I do.
Just imagine that for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like spin.
I'm not scratching. No, it's not scratching. No. The second album is not going to be like me on the decks, like Papa Roach. Although that would be good.
So here it is, the end of the year. People are putting together a lot of end of best of the year albums. By the way, An Awesome Wave was my favorite album of last year.
Thank you.
Winning the Mercury Prize last year. Was that important for you guys to win that particular award? Because I know a lot of Brits, that's an important one because it's voted on by peers.
Yeah, I think it is important. This was really important to us. We sort of grew up watching that and
Right.
and really looking up to it as an award, as something that actually meant something.
Right.
So yeah, it was definitely
Yeah, it's
big
kind of
deal
like
for
for
us.
books, you have the Booker, for art, the Turner Prize, and then you've got the Mercury Prize for music, as far
Yeah.
as we're concerned. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank
Happy
you.
with this year's winner, James Blake?
Very happy.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Do you guys get a vote?
No.
No.
You'd think, right?
Well, sometimes you can get, basically, it's this really small panel that chooses. I think only about 12 people,
Right.
or maybe even 6.
Really?
I
Is
don't
that
know.
small?
It's very
I don't
small.
know.
It's a very small panel, I think. And previous nominees and winners are often on the panel, but it's not like a huge academy that votes for it. It's just, you get asked one year to be on the panel, I think.
Gotcha.
Next year.
So, yeah, favorite album of 2013?
I like the San Fermin album, self-titled album. San Fermin.
Mine is actually James Blake's album.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's all I've listened to, really. I haven't actually listened to that much music, but James Blake's album I've destroyed.
Most memorable gig this year?
Of our own or someone else's I went to?
Both.
Ooh. Have I been to any gigs this year? That's a good question. Put myself on the spot. Our gig, most memorable gig. I thought Coachella, both weekends were pretty cool. That was a really good one.
I'm not just saying because we're in Chicago, but Lollapalooza was pretty
Yeah.
amazing. That was
really
huge.
good, yeah.
It's a great vibe at Lollapalooza. It's a well-done festival. Well, you're back. You're going to play tonight. Got a great crowd for you, and psyched to have you on the bill. Thanks for coming in, and
you.
have a great show tonight.
Thanks for having
Cheers.
us.
Alt J, everybody.